Welcome to Voices Online TV, your trusted source for the latest news and developments in Sierra Leone. Today, we embark on a groundbreaking journey into the arts of our nation's digital evolution. In a world where information flows seamlessly through screens and keyboards, new media has become a powerful force shaping our society and driving progress. From the energetic bloggers who bring fresh perspective to social media, influencers who amplify voices and stories, Sierra Leone's digital landscape is alive with innovation and engagement. In our new program, New Media Contribution to Development in Sierra Leone, we explore how these digital pioneers are transforming our nation. Join us as we dive into the world of online content creators and media innovators, discovering how their efforts are fostering growth, education, and empowerment across Sierra Leone. Tune in as we spotlight the voices behind the screens, unveil the impact of new media on our development journey. This is New Media Contribution to Development in Sierra Leone, only on Voices Online TV. Voices,
your trusted information hub.
Welcome to Voices Online TV, your trusted source for the latest news and developments in Sierra Leone. Today, we embark on a groundbreaking journey into the arts of our nation's digital evolution. In a world where information flows seamlessly through screens and keyboards, new media has become a powerful force shaping our society and driving progress. From the energetic bloggers who bring fresh perspective to social media, influencers who amplify voices and stories, Sierra Leone's digital landscape is alive with innovation and engagement. In our new program, New Media Contribution to Development in Sierra Leone, we explore how these digital pioneers are transforming our nation. Join us as we dive into the world of online content creators and media innovators, discovering how their efforts are fostering growth, education.
Miss Salon people, them una weko, una come north, south, east and west. This the message from DOFA. That the Dawantoni organization. They say for tell unu say Miss All is Gold Beauty Pageant Volume 4. That's at the Mami Dem Beauty Contest. Go be October 12 this year. Na Freetown City Council all 4 o'clock Santem. This beauty contest go get sober and funny side attraction them. Can't see where them Mami they ready for show now waiting them get. Until you know say we cow all in Lebanon all. Ticket price na 100 millions ordinary. Patron na 250 millions. Donate beginner na 50 millions. No more VIP na by donation. The MC for this beauty contest na John Conte of Afri Money fame. So come, me people them north, south, east and west. Come back to you mama, you auntie, you granny, except you grand auntie, with you great granny. As them don't set for give una the young catwalk. Dawantoni organization say all age not to sickness. Rush now and get you tickets. DOFA, Miss Old is Gold Beauty Pageant Volume 4. The stage where the agent makes the difference. Miss Salon people, them una weko, una come north, south, east and west. This the message from DOFA. That the Dowontoni organization. They say for tell unu say Miss All is Gold Beauty Pageant Volume 4. That's at the Mami Dem Beauty Contest. Go be October 12 this year. Na Freetown City Council all 4 o'clock Santem. This beauty contest go get sober and funny side attraction them. Can't see where them Mami Dem ready for show now waiting them get. Until you know say we cow all in Lebanon all. Tickets price na 100 millions ordinary. Patron na 250 millions. Don't they begin na 50 millions. No more VIP na by donation. The MC for this beauty contest na John Conte of Afri Money fame. So come, make people them north, south, east and west. Come back to you mama, you auntie, you granny, except you grand auntie, with you great granny. As them don't set for giving a young catwalk. Dowontoni organization say all age not to sickness. Rush now and get your ticket. Dofa, Miss Old is Gold Beauty Pageant Volume 4. The stage where the aged makes the difference.
Good morning and welcome to Voices at 7, where they come to you live on Voices Online TV, on Facebook and on YouTube. This 1 hour 30-minute program, they look at issues them where they happen around the country. You wait, the watch, we can be part of the program. By way, how we go drop with text message or you drop with question or comment now with Facebook comment section or YouTube channel. Or you can same also drop a message to the number +232 34 225373. And Mina Arnold Felix Elba, one pie presenter them.
And Mina Fatima say good morning. Now the program this morning, the chairman for the Independent Commission for Peace don't encourage all men for promote peace now in different place them as way for help push the country in peace. And now the studio this morning, the commissioner for the National Youth Commission who can give updates on the productive social safety net and youth employment project, how this project on the work and waiting don't be the benefits for young people. You go know inside the program this morning. All this plus other interesting story and report then at the program this morning. So no go no way. Continue for day with me for the next 1 hour 30 minutes. And don't forget to like and share the program. Drop with comments at any of the comment section in our Facebook and YouTube channel. Or you go now with 034-225-3734. The number again is 034-225-3734. We will continue with the program.
We look at the first issue inside the program this morning. We get to do with the contribution we women and they make in the fight against Kush. Women in Action Development Project, when they use skills training for help keep Kush addicts them away from the drugs. This is part of their own contribution inside the fight against Kush. Samuel Akanu, the project coordinator for Women in Action Development, talk more about this to Isabella Stanley.
Okay, so to start with, Women in Action Development Project done in existence for over 22 years. Now my mama start because after the Rebel War, it be decide say the way we go contribute back to society now for help young women that we don't be victim during the war. So I get like a vocational school where then they do tailoring, gara tie dyeing, addressing, catering, and adult education. So it graduates over 1,000 women them, and every year that they graduate a minimum of 60. So, but as time they go on, we don't include man them because we see say the way the society they now, even man they need then skills training than they. So we get a blend. But we decide for add to it because of the trend where they go for the Kush. So we decide say it still they affect the same woman and young people the way Women in Action they cater for. And personally as a family, we don't be affected by Kush with my own younger brother. So we decide for add that side and see how we back can help the fight against Kush and help the younger generation them.
Okay, so you be saying that because of your brother be affected, now you know the urge for me to not take this or that right?
Typically, I go say yes, because you know there is a saying that goes, who feels it knows it.
Yeah. So
because when we are affected, we know what it cost, right? Not only financially, but emotionally. Because that's been for cost me for Camp Salone in 2022, because of my brother and condition. You know, when you there under people, they call you say, oh, we see brother so, then beat and so, the cusho, you understand? And as a family, it not be easy emotionally, thinking about integrity, thinking about repetition. So when I come, I also can find out, say, the financial aspect we involve not everybody go able to afford them, thinking of the current situation of the country, because we get for take them now rehab, and the rehabs they're expensive because you get for pay on a monthly basis, and you get for the cater for the feeding too. You understand? So when he recover, we decide say, well, the only way we can able give back, you understand? Because in all of this, my mommy na pastor, come out from a Christian background, is by helping these people. So for the past 1 year, we done the help young youth them at the slum by Soldier Street. We feed them every week, and then we also preach Christ to them. So we don't feed them, we don't preach to them, but we still see say then they go back, because some of them not even get sight for stay.
And the feeding still continues.
It still continue until date. Every week we send money in a salon, then they feed them, and then we preach gospel to them, the gospel. So we don't lead them to Christ, then willing, they don't accept Christ, but some of them still they sleep in the streets.
Okay.
So then they go back to the kush. So that's why we decide, say, okay, let we come up with a rehab. We go be like a shelter for them people there. And that way we go able completely distract them from the kush and engage them, mind them. So it bring we back to the skills training. So we're trying to set up like a rehab. Usai them picking the yaso go there, take them to. We also work with the mental health Nakisi. I just accommodate before at the Kanaya. I get a meeting with them because we get for the take them there for let them detox the drugs out of them. So after then detox them, then we can admit them na the rehab.
Okay, so now they go na Kisi. Take them from the now they go na the street from.
No, we take them to Kisi. Like then one day where we already don't get, where we don't feed for over a year, and we already don't lead them to Christ. We take them to the Kisi mental home. Okay. They go detox them.
Okay, now
so
the
when
Kisi mental home.
Yes, now they do the medication for detox them, because now we been take my brother for let them detox them. So my brother been stay there for like 4 months. Okay. Yeah, for like finally recover. So when they discharge them from Kisi, we take them to the rehab where we currently don't get, so that then go there, and we also they bring the skills training into the rehab. So whilst then we engage them, mind them with the same tailoring, garage dyeing, catering, hairdressing, and computer.
So what thing una go do? We go make them not go back, because if na catering, it be like una get forget a home for them. Una not get for allow them, make them go out. Na the skills training then get for go do, or then they go out and come back, go out and come back.
Okay, so during the stay in the rehab, so according to research and the meeting I get with the psychiatric people them where they work, the specialists them, it takes like 4 to 6 months for get the addiction out of the system. So they use that process there for distract and engage them and empower them at the same time, right? So in doing this, we get for also involve them family member. So this is not like we just getting them off the street, and then when we're done, we send them back, go on their own. So in the process is when we admit them, we get for meet with them family, because you know the family get a role for play. You get family, most family don't give up on them picking them, on their loved ones them because of this push. You understand? And this point, whatever they need na love. They don't need we for push them far away. So we also get for sensitize the family member, then the parents them, the best way them for tolerate them and accommodate them when they come as a change person.
That's Nabin Samuela Kanu, the project coordinator for Women in Action Development. But they talk to Isabella Stanley, but their own contribution what they make in the fight against Kush. The program where you watch now Voices at 7, and you can see live on Voices Online TV.
We will continue with the program, and don't forget for the up we comment. Now any of we comment section in our Facebook and YouTube channel. And same way, so don't forget for like and share the page. We will take another issue. The chairman for the Independent Commission for Peace and National Development don't say all man gets good for play for maintain the country in peace. Anna Felix Elba get more on this and go now report.
The 2024 Global Peace Day theme has been cultivating a culture of peace. Salon, like any other country in the world, we celebrate this day when it been September 21. Inside the government weekly press briefing, the Ministry of Information and Civic Education been bring the chairman for the Independent Commission for Peace and National Cohesion and one panel people wey be fend the Mano River Women's Peace Network Sierra Leone for come talk about this year International Day of Peace, wey dem call Peace Day, wey e dey talk. The chairman for the Independent Commission for Peace and National Cohesion, Reverend Shodanke Johnson, be talk say all man get role for play for maintain the country in peace. By way out, then for go dey talk am any chance we then get.
So one way we want for make this peace more really for maintaining the country. You see, we want the media then go able for promote peace. Using the new media and the new platform. We want the police, the army, the forces for able promoter within the own what we call the own influence. Because only group here now influencers them. Then get the one that want the influence. Now people that the way the media they go listen to, they're not gonna listen to me. But then we will influence them. So if they use peace, it will help. The schools them with the big, with the talk to the things that they put on, but the school them, the curriculum them within the schools them, so that it go in for the entrenched day. The religious people that talk inside church over and again, mocks them, over and again, and all other religious groups them. The paramount chiefs them promote them, and then different districts them, and then meeting them, promote this. The judiciary able to make sure that the right thing that happen, when they say promote them within that sphere, you see the politicians them, they able to promote them within their own influence them when they get. And we said we belong to families them, promote them. Now we own families them every day talk about them.
Reverend Johnson continue for talk say peace they start with how people will forgive themselves.
So say peace they start with me. Peace they start with him. Peace they start with a smile. And peace they start from the place of forgiveness. You got to forgive other person so that you know we will get peace. And it's very clear for we all know say if we don't get peace, no sustainable development will happen. No sustainable development. Not that people are not going to do something, but not be sustainable. Peace is important.
Reverend Johnson, winner the chairman for the Independent Commission for Peace and National Cohesion, be talk about the role where the commission be play during and after the election for build peace and national cohesion.
The Peace Commission will do everything humanly possible, number one, work with the other team that we're responsible, make sure the election come out fine. And we do your part, assiduously, the staff, the team, for make sure that we will not get the violence that we always can get in the elections. And after the election, we all see there was a crisis, there was a stalemate for some time. Waiting a lot of people don't know. Not only the meetings that we're going to see that happen for make sure, say, the political parties they talk to each other, and so that we'll get a governance system in the country. But now the meeting that they do one-to-one meeting, there are times everything they go late into the night. Just the travel talk for make sure, say, peace happen, make sure, say, we able for call we all together. And we began for get a meeting at Bitumani conference hall day, where 3 days we don't that discuss it, bringing the two major political parties together for make sure they talk to each other and they're able to talk to each other. We also bring ECOWAS, SAYA. They don't just come their own, and we invite them for come. And they come and work with we, the AU be there because we invite them, so they come, more than come. Because you always know, say, if you burn a whole sleep on fire, there are times you can call their neighbor, they forget help you. And so we can call their neighbor, them, Commonwealth, we also become. So that we all go put it together and see how we go able to make this peace here. We able to make sure this peace here Matanga at the content. And with that, after 3 days, we can sign that unity peace agreement. Will be signed for make sure say they work together. And now that we see the APC begin to go back to parliament and they begin to work together.
Mrs. Rosalind McCarthy, now the national focal person and founding member for the Mano River Women's Peace Network Sierra Leone, be praised the government for the law them where he say they don't pass, where they protect women them by way out this law they give peace to women them.
Thank the government for where it don't do a lot for make this peace process go forward. I can remember the days of the TRC. They had a special recommendations on women. And you know that during the TRC, during the wars, there was a lot of atrocities, specifically against women. They were raped. There was a lot of looting. Yesterday, in fact, when we did this meeting, just one woman with an amputee, we can talk, And the TRC recommendation, we say then that all of these atrocities now mainly because against women, are mainly because of this patriarchy. How they see women, they say they are subordinates, so they are powerless, therefore just treat them normal how they want. So now one of the key recommendations was that then for revisit the laws of the country and see how they will make laws way more humane, way more gender sensitive. And that was how we got the 3 gender justice laws, the domestic violence law, the abolition of estates, the divorce, customary law, and marriage and divorce, where been passed by certificate of urgency. So since then, we don't get other laws, then we very instrumental for women, especially the sexual violence law. The last one now we don't get so far. Now this prohibition of under 18 marriage, all of them they speak for peace for the women, for make the woman them gather security, sense of belonging to the community, to the society, to the nation.
The world been begin celebrate this day 40 years ago after them become together na San Francisco, na the United States of America, and then be agree say then go they celebrate this day 21 September every year. The United Nations be pass one resolution where all man be agree for, and na this make them be begin celebrate this day. For Voices Online TV, Mina Arnold, Felix Elba.
That now be reports we are put together. The program we watch now Voices at 7 when they come to you live on Voices Online TV. Now we take this short message from the Sierra Leone Rice Valley Chain project.
Alright, we will continue with the program, and the program we still watch now Voices at 7 a.m. where they come to you live now Voices Online TV Facebook page and we YouTube channel. Well, like I'll tell you now earlier on, today we can talk to the Commissioner for the National Youth Commission, as today we can look inside the Productive Social Safety Net and Youth Employment Project, how this project on the go, waiting on the happen so far with regards improvement. All you go know inside the program this morning, as I welcome now the Commissioner for the National Youth Commission, Commissioner Ahmed Atata Mansari Esquire. Good morning and welcome to the program.
Thank you. Good morning.
You're welcome. Today now the program we look at the Productive Social Safety Net and Youth Employment. Look, we can forget a background from the Commission on this particular project. Waiting on the happen so far, waiting at this project, and we saw what they go down.
In the very first place, family on our morning, I must say, when governments they fully implement what we call the SSN projects, when at the social safety net, at some point in Sierra Leone, when we get the COVID-19, it is so clear that government will make a lot of interventions. Sierra Leone now be one of the countries where we do direct cash transfer to citizens, persons living with disability, young people where COVID-19 they affect their businesses. We give them package, and because of the full implementation and the success stories where government gets from the COVID-19 intervention, the World Bank also see necessary say the need for scale up that particular project. That made they don't come with this support to the people of Sierra Leone by the government of Sierra Leone for maybe about $40 million to various institutions from which the young people of Sierra Leone also again therefore be beneficiaries. Now from that period, we get to now call the PSSNYE projects. Like how you put up, it is productive social safety nets, youth employment. This is an opportunity for young people in Sierra Leone, we either they into business, small businesses, or they intend for getting small scale businesses. It's going to be like a household-led project where we do direct cash transfer. If they follow with sister institution where the Ministry of Labour, as we speak, they are in 10 districts in Sierra Leone. Then they give them for cover the aged. So as a commission, and then that of the youth sector, because the ministry also gets waiting. We also call it a way of accessing direct information about young people in Sierra Leone, where that the youth portal, and also not only but that jingle, or even on the radio stations, where the Ministry of Youth and serve as the hub for that one-stop shop where we'll go look at some of the issues. I met the IGR and our international partner. They do the survey. If you get orange, same. If not, we don't get something to for do with giving an input, even the U report from UNICEF. So we, the sector, get the aspect for look at. But for us as a commission, directly, we get for cater for 8,000 young people across Sierra Leone, where they into small scale businesses, where now them therefore be people after we go down get the service provider, after we go down look at that particular period and begin for like dole out for them money then to the young people. You ask what to be done to go on all this while and what's the status. In the first place, the World Bank, before me being even the commissioner, when I became a predecessor, Commissioner Carter, they first engage on recruitment process first. Because in the commission, there is a whole, this is a whole project manned and monitored by me as the commissioner and the rest of the other senior players at the commission. So the project gets in structure where they answer able to we me they try for ensure say based on the project documents we do an interpretation of what's in the genuine intention of the government of Sierra Leone and that of the World Bank. Following us up a couple of months back and even days, you will see say we not only want $5 to $6 million is quite a huge money for like just they among you, they hear the news to look at the details, and that make we even do a platform of this nature so that young people will probably go down hear or not ever hear but the existence of this particular project will now know say there is a possibility for 8,000 young people for get direct cash transfer where we go for try for come do to them. So we try for see how we go able to engage the other regions in Sierra Leone. Recently we be able we try for engage the media and that of the stakeholders then in Bo. When we say the stakeholders ranging from civil society, ranging from our partner or sister institution, the Anti-Corruption Commission, because they get a whole component. Then they do implementation of this, but then they look at the GRM. The GRM, like the grievance redress mechanism. You know, anything you go for do to money business on Kosoko, they don't they. And especially the way go for do to young people. You know, we try for anticipate, say the project will be implemented well. But just like how don't the young people then just say, hey, if this not treat me fine, they do not treat me. So they sort of how for, or they can just make up stories. We forget a platform who say they're going to go complain and they look at the issues and then ensure say there is a fair share in the entire process. We'll go back also again to Bakeni. We engage, we do the same thing as we speak also again. From the 10th 11, we'll also be in Kenya. We're engaging young people, we're engaging the ambassadors, we're engaging civil society organizations, engaging the paramount chiefs or region chiefs, the mayors or the district council chairmen, so that everybody, it will be a news, it will be all across Sierra Leone, not only to be had in Freetown.
Okay. Commissioner, make a comment quick. How young people, we something at the first time you said they are about this, will benefit, will tap into this project?
You know, there has been this problem with quite a lot of young people in Sierra Leone. When you get an opportunity of this nature, some can get some negative thoughts about that. And what we don't decide for do here is that for continue for ring the alarm bell and for call their attention to say you do not have to be that much pessimistic. That aspect of you not being hopeful. You forget a belief and trust. Say this is going to be a fair process. So, I mean, in the introduction where I make mention of the SSN project, by then we were at the Ministry of Youth, the stadium hostess here now. If you remember during the day, so we get tangays them always when they go back of the stadium garden was like a lot of people, thousands of young people. You know, where COVID-19 affect them business, we are giving them 2,000 and above, or maximum was 10,000. Some young people, some man they not grown. So basically, they say they're transparent rubber them. Again, we get a service provider who is much more competent in the disbursement of a fund of that nature through UNDP and other agencies that they set a platform. When they pitch well, you convince, like the other lady, they say there's a lockdown, you know, Chacola be they sell. District, inter-district lockdown make charcoal money, I go take microcredit. You know, those sort of horrible stories. At the end of the day, many of them got it. You were there, you must have seen how the zero person so that they give them. It was 1.3 million loans giving them cash. So that is just similar thing we are coming to do here. Because of the kind of orientation and quick young people, then we try for, I mean, I let the go themselves. But sometimes it is everybody. So that is the reason. As we speak now, we don't get about 9 companies. It will shock you to know that companies even in Italy, another company in Ghana, they all applied. You have a lot of yes, international companies applied, but we get to your criteria where we set together with fiduciary establishment with an AXA, because this money is like put into NAXA's hands. Then NAXA they dole out to the various institutions, the World Bank select from which we come inside. So now, when we, as we speak, out of the 9, 6 don't qualify for going to the next stage. So we don't send the report. We are expecting the outcome from the World Bank this week as well, so that we will move on to the next stage, on to the point where we will get the final institution where it gets an experience, not only somebody because of you shall be the commissioner, or because of you are in Sierra Leone, or because of the past that we are not the rest of it, but not only they even give the approval. Now the truly that of the World Bank, that is how fair and transparent the process is. When we send, then look at them, then get a special, then get a committee on in Washington, then decide now, say this is the institution that is fit and proper to be given this kind of opportunity. So that person is coming to serve as the SP of the project and the service provider. This service provider, we now, after of course you don't go through a lot of project competitive biddings, or you don't know, the other already know what's the scope of the projects. We now go serve as watching dogs and ensuring that we they behind them, they interpret what's the intended purpose of that particular project. Thereafter, every other young person will now get the freedom. You will get the opportunity, you will get the leverage, you will get the chance for apply and for come and do in pitching. They have their own criteria. When that time comes, also again, you see it, I will call it to attention and say we don't get the service provider, men at work, also on this kind of platform that will tell young people of Sierra Leone which are the other criteria, where they go for car with and how they go get access to this particular form.
So this 8,000 number, break it down.
Yes, we break it down.
So
a couple of days ago, perhaps, I must say, now some of them use them when I don't get to prompt this interview. That particular area is going to get 1,500. World Bank get a category of they have their reasons for giving certain amounts. For example, to the western area, both urban and rural, they have a reason why they are going to give to this particular region based on the statistics we don't get.
Okay. So everybody can apply.
Every other young person who is in a small scale business or who intends to have a small scale business who meets the set criteria is going to get that.
So how are they ensuring we are able to get more of persons living with disability?
So simple to do. When we even do with engagements and the provinces, the NCPD, National Commission for Persons Living with Disability, then they part of the working document of this particular project. In the last intervention where even World Bank make, even this one where we also they do, there is a component for persons living with disability which is 20%. That one is crystal clear. If you give 10 people 2 of them for being persons living with disability. That is the project document. And for women, it's 40%. So before the project they come, World Bank will tell you the category, and that is what exactly we are going to ensure we speak to as per what they will tell you as a project document.
Okay. So now waiting at the criteria, somebody would listen or would they watch me now and you want for take part in this particular program? Now
I will send some few criteria, but like I say, by the time looking at the number in Sierra Leone, this is the country where we statistics never change. Yeah, a lot of people will tell you that 70% of the country's population are young people, 70% of the country's population are unemployed. All of that data, they're familiar to the money, that has been the thing. Nobody has told us the improvement made so far in Sierra Leone. However, we already know that in the first place, you must be somebody where you dey into a small scale business. That is one criteria that we are not going to jump. The reason behind that here is that we don't want to give you business money, perhaps at temple run you want to do. And looking at this, the young Sierra Leoneans now, for us, we are very optimistic in Sierra Leone that if we continue on this trajectory and make further improvements and continue conversations of this nature, Sierra Leone is going to rise at some point. Now, young people always, before this time, what will they do? Even training, it used to be garata and dye, soap making and all the rest of it. It is now in Sierra Leone. Look at us here who are now seated. We used to go to traditional media, not so, but now this is online. The whole world is saying now. So anybody who must have Googled this particular app must have seen what is happening here. So now we want to see how young people can come together, form a kind of consortium. Let's say, for example, this project is going to give you $300. Let's say, as an example, $300 roughly is about 6 to 7 million euros. Not so. We say all now this room here, 5 of we or 6 of we, they put our money together. We will even trust them into one person. Even if now labor in place, if they go buy for material, will do business, then that your money when you are not so. So when we engage them into form of cooperative, it could be that area, but it must be something you must be in a business. Secondly, or you must have got a very brilliant business idea that if they give this kind of support, it can lead to something that is productive. Now, one of the reasons why we make some of you very passionate about the implementation of this project is the fact that $46 million is now in Sierra Leone. World Bank is saying if you succeed in the full implementation of this money, as you did for the SSN project, the one I make reference to during the COVID period, they said that there is every tendency that will increase that money to $100 million. I hope you will understand, So, but not only say they give 46,000 euros. No, so let's just do that way,
That's for test.
This exactly. And now, like I stated, you have young people who are now staff of this project, be it at the National Youth Commission, be it at the Ministry of Youth. You come down to NACSA, go there, they have the hub. That is the reason they are the fiduciary agency, and then they give approval when they want for use that money. Where are the right the project staff the right request. Now, of course, they put there as somebody requesting for the use of this amount of money. I send first to get to my colleague when I chief domainer, now NACSA, they get a whole component there where they call the Student Safety Directorate. They approve. They tell me, say, Commissioner, yes, you qualify. We remove that amount of money when I use that for X, Y, or Z, even for the office running, payments of staff and all that. This is how stringent. It is very difficult for that money to be disbursed.
You're going
to go through stages because this is money for young people. And this is the money we want to achieve, to see. Because the project lifespan, now 2027 if we're done. And if we implement fully well, World Bank say, there is likelihood for say, they're going to make $100 million. So we don't want for, continue for get good results where it will lead to even you sustaining your own very job. That is what I tell my staff always. 2027, this job go down, then you begin for go again, I wish to apply. Okay. So if nobody wish to apply to 2027, let us implement fully and get the desired result. At the end of the day, let us be in a good book as compared to other countries in Africa where they don't benefit from this kind of project, and the World Bank will continue the project itself.
This money they give young people so we get business ideas. Then get for people
whether they into business no, it's a grant. Okay. Sorry, I did not make that clear. It's a grant.
Okay.
Not a money where they give for let you give you back. It is a grant. But then you know the money they always say donor partners that they give, it's always having a string attached. Now so they go do follow up. If we don't say Elba was a beneficiary, one, they want to know what was your status at that material time when you were granted that money. and how much improvement that money don't make into you, and how much also, for example, how that money don't impacts your society. Say you go there to get 1 or 2 colleagues and by the time they give us now be you want to do the business, but because of the growth in the business, the kind of capital you don't get and the rest of it, you've been able to employ 1, 2, 3, 4 other. Maybe those are the stories I want to hear.
These projects, apart from business ideas, or young people are into, or they're already into, if you look at technology involved, like if somebody gets idea about technology.
Of course. If you follow up in with media engagements, a lot of the participants then the young people who engage with, they try for ask we who sort of business can be the focus of the project, and which other sort of project businesses and the way the project not go cover. The project covers every other business save for when they give money for go buy charcoal. Okay. We're not going to give money for go buy for they can sell kush drugs, no. Timber logging, no. When that can say when that period they can't tell that the business is a problem. ICT is very cardinal in the whole thing. Agribusiness is very important in the entire thing. So I mean, just everything entrepreneurship where they make food kind of young person table.
In all of this, waiting the Youth Commission and the part of the try to achieve at the end of the project in 2027.
Not only the employability of the young people. Remember that. While His Excellency be doing campaign, he clearly tells Sierra Leoneans and say, "Eligafo can give 500,000 jobs also." So we get all MDAs, then their responsibility. One, for achieve that manifesto promise, that in the events we march into 2028, whosoever the campaign on the success story of His Excellency will get something for point at. That is one area. Then 2, let's see how we will able to lower this already fixed statistics that we hate. 70% of young people in Sierra Leone are unemployed. That is one thing we are fighting against. And then dynamic interventions, they look at any other thing, but very holistic for look at various areas. There are young people like this one now. They look at purely young people into businesses or who are about entering the businesses. You've had the others, so they will tell you, say they have got formal education. You've had the others, so they will tell you, say they are skilled people. Or you have the others for all of the problems we have had in Sierra Leone, ranging from our ancestors 11 years ago, war, coming down to the Ebola we had that killed parents and leaving children or young persons or unattended to, the COVID-19, and a lot of other issues that we have had in this country. So all of these, they get effects on girls, they get effect on persons living with disability, on this they get effect on young people. So one foresee how a project of this nature and a whole lot of others will they implement in the commission and other youth serving agencies, because the problems are many, and we have to understand the National Commission not to employ agency, not to go job with the give, but they look at like in this one now, young people where they're in the category where they're for you beneficiaries. You look at the others where they say they want to go into skills. That is easy. If you follow us up, you see our facility at Obasanjo Center. You go to our regional offices. We have gone into digital right now. Because we realize that a lot of young people try the way my sister go make in ginger beer, pass a hole on a rubber counter or a cool counter now. Now there's a simple way. Also they advertise on social media or put a phone number. A lot of people will be calling. Now it's business. That is how we are evolving, and those are the changes that we want to accept for young people.
All right, Commissioner, the project get any amount attached either to group or possibly go apply?
Well, we not finalize the amount. Let me tell you, say at least $300 per person, at least. You know, just like we give for the SSN project, we will be support also again from the bank and other partners. They say at least 2,000, will be 2 million euros. For which a lot of young people, they range based on how you convince, you do a pitching. Because to say pitching, I am not going to be there. Not say, hey, na commissioner, we don't go interview on the radio, let's talk to them. But I'm not going to go to the panel. All I want here is that 8,000 young Sierra Leoneans are beneficiaries.
All right.
So you get a lot for do with you convince in power, like how you package your business idea.
Exactly. Like why they always make reference to in the platform of this nature now, because of her story was so compelling to even the UNDP rep within at the panel, and then she was like taken to be one of the persons where directly the Forgida monitor. If they said this grown soup, yes, then mango, then mango, mango grown soup, conkiba, then plum, that stuff that they. Then she came. The first question they asked the civil society guy, not lie, it get one name with a nickname. He was on the panel. The first question, that entire business, so you say business, but no, how much? She had business was even up to 500,000 euros. Okay, but then if you get a convincing story, for let me tell you, the panel say, hey, when they say COVID, they say how much Sudan I was. I mean, I was my job in Sudan. For that money, say, now I take up it. You know that kind of beautiful stories. And then say, okay, how much that the money where if you say government could give you, where go make you go back to your business. She said if you get up to even 500 or 1,000 or 1 million, and the man said, she deserves it. Let us give her this amount of money. That kind of thing. So like why then important now like you like how we say we no want for let you appear, let's say, because of you not get business, you're not qualified. No. That is the reason we said you with a beautiful business idea that can be appealing in ensuring that you are employed or you become an entrepreneur, you are also going to be, a beneficiary, not only the person who get business. And we want to discourage young people from taking that money to go and pay back debts they have accrued from financial institutions, because we already know some of the challenges there also. So man, they don't go take money to BRAC, they don't take them to LAPO, they don't take them to the other organizations. So them money, as they pay, so they go pay debts. And we will not want that kind of situation. We want to see success story. I want to sit down someday as a former commissioner of the commission at the CC. We have the statistics of X, Y, or Z. I have places where commission statistics don't show me, say, these people benefited from the youth empowerment project, when I be E project, when I be ADB money. And when they do follow up, they ask you for some of the success stories and the young entrepreneurs and institutions away. When I take vote institutions, when they come, we don't support. I'm very happy sometimes when they take some of them white guys, or they can do follow-ups and some of them things. So that is just what we want to see. Yes, I want to be a successful former commissioner for that point at some of the businesses when they make intervention.
Commissioner, you make mention of let people and all use the money for the wrong purposes. Monitoring is important. How the commissioner and the partner monitor some of them.
There is already established unit of M&E in the commission, and I hold directorate, and the project also get come with an M&E component. So, like I just say just now, you not want to work in this institution, and today you leave, you do not have pointers. Me, if you follow up, if it were any other commissioner, probably I would have asked my media person, one of them, to come to this place. But it's better you hear from the horse's mouth. Yeah. I have come for myself. I go on the field to do implementation with them. That shows how desperate I am, and that shows how serious and committed I go want for this project here. And so that tomorrow I go the pass and talk to Abubakar, and I'll be one of the beneficiaries of that World Bank thing. I want to come to kiosks. I want to come down to their shops. I want to come down to their business places. I want to meet you that you host, because the money doesn't necessarily pass in the shop. That's what they say. Youth household-led business.
Like working come for good business for come na host. So this bridge, government need for put effort for this bridge. They don't always say disaster happen or team where life go lost. So they need for put effort, because the bridge not too strong. Now go under the bridge step. Now go find out say it don't begin.
In concern, this bridge not better again actually, because those and concrete alter problem. And let's solve the problem. And over this dirty, one park na this bridge back there. And for don't carry and drag all that dirty, go down to the water. So when they carry all that dirty, but if the council can is being there, then begin work. But they're not able to complete the work. They don't do a very good job, but let them come and complete the job. That's go help we. Understand? But this bridge, even this BNT interviewed me back about this bridge about 2 weeks ago. And the same thing, no more people in the camp for kind interview me.
Governments they try for improve the situation. The road network affects them daily life and the city overall development.
Alright, one for say plenty thank you to we own Isabella Stanley for that report the way he put together. Una continue for watch, we see the text message that don't make inside. Continue for drop them to the number 034225373. The number again is 034225373. We go read them just now at exactly 8:30. We dey continue with the program.
And we still get the commissioner for the National Youth Commission of the program, when Commissioner Ahmed Atata Mansari Esquire. We will talk just about how important this project be. You don't make mention, say, they're part of the president agenda for make sure, say, young people come out and out of poverty, then get job. How critical this be to the survival of young people?
Very important and very critical, given the fact, like how I just put a try for say. For far too long, we don't get a lot of other interventions in the country, but you have an opportunity for many young people who will tell you, say, either reach them directly or for any other reasons or purposes where some go for tell you. But we try to look at and say, as a commission and as a government, like how you say, when the government will try to look at 5 pillars. Pillar 3, of course, are the youth empowerment, and which is a very critical component. And that is the more reason we say, make it be something where we all go make with different interventions then. So for a young person where you go don't come out from university, where perhaps you will not get an opportunity of being given a job or being enrolled into any other facility where will bring you food na your table. This is it's a turning point for you. And at a stage like this, they continue for call on the attention of young persons for whether they're going to stock on we by following up on the daily activities of what in the commission they do with respect to this particular project, so that at the end of the day you have them getting the kind of benefit where they're supposed to get. We get situation in say just like way Abi they say, where many young people don't run away like their communities them because of institutions them where we don't loan them, they get issues with them. And we also get a situation where we get a very rigid loan facility now with banking institutions there, where, for example, you will don't you want to get certain amount of money for even do this media business where una they do. They'll begin to ask you for collateral where now osbook so take papa no bills. You know, so today your uncle self or until you get us, you not go even one for giving osbook to you. So all of them constraints them, then bottlenecks them with young people they get in the country. They really hinder on some of the stories where we hear. But then this is going to be like a turning point that their lives them. Now that make we would they try to look at as an individual or a young person, young entrepreneur, you can come into the application process by you alone. But then what is most important to do for me, based on what we don't see the happen or other parts, when you have 2-3 young people coming together to do a business in the form of a consortium with the different business ideas, and all man gets in your luck or in your how do I put it, in your own opportunities. You know, sometimes the motto you not go able to knock, now in this woman go able, now you the other brother go able. So if we all come together, we pool resources together, we all come together and see we give the kind of energy, you know, where we supposed to give. At the end of the day, I'm sure it is going to be laughter. That is a very beautiful one. So now that make we try for calling to attention, and we will tell and say it is but fitting for them to see how exactly this will be a turning point in their life. and it is going to be something that is going to cover. You guys will be there when I see how the processes they go. If you follow up on the Ministry of Labor, it's all over. Those of you following up on what is happening on Facebook, on WhatsApp, on the traditional media, the system, we don't turn the camera on it so that it will be something where, like the aged, this one is direct cash transfer from the government of Sierra Leone through the Ministry of Labor to persons retired people, and in 10 districts, as we speak, they are now there. You go to NACSA, the team is moved there, anti-corruption, then they for let them serve as checks and balance.
We'll not just focus on young people.
It's going to be exclusively young people. And like I begin to give the composition, 40% women, 20% persons living with disability. Okay.
So why young people for embrace this project?
Yes, because of the opportunities the project they bring, and they come with them the usual rigidity with regards like Koti I talk just now. Difficult for somebody if somebody give 2,000 right now, they expect you for their interest, but this one is going to be a grant. If there's anything where you will able to change your life, grow for it, compete for it, and then you get them, the more the merrier for you. So that is the more reason it is advantageous for them to grab it and for them to stock on us as a commission, to be following us up, because we go for to give them updates on, if not on daily basis, but activity upon activity. It should be an opportunity of them even following us up on our Facebook page, at least.
Okay.
If not, perhaps because of the several messages so me and you can get on WhatsApp. By the time you read to that news until you go down past the kind of things, but the Facebook is fixed. Every other thing we do, we send on the National Youth Commission Sierra Leone page, and then we also go bring one on board always for our day with you as and when the project they unfold.
So talking about the young people there, and we don't see one thing where they unbug them. How this will help, especially we talking about drugs, how this project will help for keep them, make sure say with the future of young people in this country not be destroyed.
Before this time, me and you two, by the time they come up today, for meet a lot of zombies. Okay. Brothers, the way that we don't say, especially this deadly one when I be the kush. All man the sleeper himself. I don't know if you don't make your observation, eh? Yeah. So when you go to the villages, I've been at the rural communities a couple of days ago on some youth interventions. One of the civil society guy really tried to tell me, say, Commissioner, what we don't do, we now we not get now rape case they don't reduce. Now them but they forgive the young guy the Belen and the villages odd number don't reduce. I say it is to be the drugs. And now that it has become unattractive. Cushion go 25,000. We not Sierra Leone economy now. You go smoke again. So for that reason, government don't increase so much the tax on the chemical, maybe the car and some other measures and they will don't put it. I really don't know as journalists, if you don't take observation of what's at the top of so. Right. There is a point here very close to you. I don't know if it's Sabine, by this Kuto Road. You come there, you see during the day, a lot of young people came there in that place, about 20, 30 of them. I will not run into them. Can they 1 or 2 times? Look at police, just can't continue for. I work inside the market, I will just call the address for the person we're going for security reasons. But I think that has lessened. And we don't able for now see how the others will engage. For example, that grass field, about hundreds of them at Salami Hall, the Eastern, onto the one that will engage at Obasanjo facilities. We don't try for see how we go try for profile them all and put them into career or opportunities the way they feel they want. But it will shock you that 80 to 90% of the males who also want to be drivers. So I was telling them, how you go to smoke kush, you say one be driver. So it took us some time and the messaging with other CSOs, CBOs them, and they themselves will allow them to engage themselves for now see how they will go call them on board. Nobody not go wish this kind of money will call give or make you go on kush. Yeah, that is one. Yeah, that is the more reason. In fact, we are going to discourage drug components. The business idea if you are on drugs, you're not going to forgive. That one will also we have our own criteria anyway, and the service provider will count in own game. We count the kick up there.
All right. We will now go and take some message them. We don't come inside the 034-225-373. This first one they say come out for Musu. It say thank you so much for having the commissioner in the studio this morning. At first, when I heard about social safety net, I think it has to do with NACIT issue. Thank you so much for the education this morning. This other one, they say, the initiative is very good, but my question is how effectively are you going to implement this project to reduce the much talk about youth unemployment in Sierra Leone? This other one, they say, I hope the monies will reflect to the right people, especially those living with disability and other vulnerable groups. The same person, they say, please encourage more youth into push to get access, to get this funding. This other one, we don't come inside the program, they say, the initiative is good, but I hope the implementation will be very effective. But again, sustainability will always be the problem. Please work on sustainability measures to see how the program will continue even after your term will come out for Margaret. The last one, where they take inside the program, they say 8,000 youth. This is a very laudable event. But please, the breakdown is not clear. Please come again, Commissioner.
Okay, thank you so much. That shows, for say, a lot of viewers then, they watch the program and are very happy for the concerns that they don't raise. Take note of some of the issues. And one, make we start with the area of the sustainability. Because of government intervention and the seriousness for sustain a project of this nature, that make I give the background first. Say, because of the success story of the SSN projects, that make we don't get the PSSNYE, the social safety nets. The success story will get, yes, now you lead to the productive social safety. Now, this component now gets youth employment. And before we talk about we doling out money to young people, like I don't give the background, we follow up the mayor of Freetown also. She has been talking about tree planting. This is the money. Where you're tracking trees, young people engaged, thousands of them, go there and do your findings. There's a component of FCC that has to do with the way they passed at Freetown. I don't know if you didn't see some big dirty can them where they write on a PSSNYE.
Okay, we'll begin look for
them now. And most of the strategic places, them or they get vans, trucks, where they come, what kind of get label. Young people, when they go into waste management, they have been recruited. I'll tell you for free that you have hundreds of young people. Those trees that the mayor always references, we agree that it has its own challenges based on the topography of Freetown, some places and the hilly and all the rest of it. There are young people assigned to certain amount of trees, when are therefore ensure so they do tracking on them until they grow. These young people have been on this for the past couple of months, I'm sure. Then they say the project not the only they look at in the urban community, but then that they look at, I would say, stakeholders engagement. Now we go do so na Bo, now we go do so na Makini, and Kennyman now we can go do them. When you go for this stakeholders engagement, you will get the mayor or you get the district council chairperson. You get the paramount chief, applicable, some areas, the region chief. You have a lot of layers of people. Now, because we want to make it be sustainable, they reach out. We not only they go sit down and get with some few young people and talk to them. We are bringing all the players in government, all the players in both central government and that of the local government. That is another component you have to look at. Then, the amounts we they talk about here, like I will tell you, we know at least it will be $300 per person. So the person will try for say we'll make sure say it go to the young people where the money intended for. That is the more reason I tell you say if there is anybody that will want to have this project successful, it's me, because of the project it meets me as commissioner, and me they don't do the staffing recruitment like me on commission. Then me I don't meet up implementation. If there is anything I go want for, like the text I say, 8,000 is not small money. It's not small number. And then that number can create huge impact coupled with other interventions they will make. That is the more reason I am the lead person. Just like when they get the project, get a senior project officer, but the senior project officer is answerable to me. That is to say, I am showing leadership in it. And if it is anything that I have to point out tomorrow, that whilst I was commissioner, this and that were my success stories. The PSS NYE project is one, and that is the reason I have taken it to chest. That one I will assure you, sir, leaders, that if there is anything that you think is not transparent, this one is going to be very transparent. That is the reason with the cow-gathered conversations. If we not be transparent, we will be accountable to Sir Linus them, and not go grant interview of this nature. Or we're not going to go to do media engagement by engaging media houses in those communities, in those regions, by the right button on newspaper, or with the post on our social media handles them. It was going to be something done in secrecy. But because of we want when we say 8,000, we're not going to cater only for 8,000. Not even perhaps, we're going to have thousands of young people applying. But then the vetting process is where we are going to ensure all of you are seated watching. That is the reason Anti-Corruption Commission get a component inside it. Then back for the day.
So no want any UK.
We don't want anything where they make the young people them not going to be direct beneficiaries of the money. It is going to be something we are going to make open. If you follow up on even the service provider recruitment, by then I'll not be there. It's at that time. I'll be done on another assignment out of country. But I make sure say even the media, the television be there on top of them. So that at the end of the day, let Sierra Leoneans see, or let even the one we give the money, the World Bank they give the money to the government of Sierra Leone, let them see how serious and committed we they. So that at the end of the day, that institution that is going to emerge as the victor for the implementation of this money, whether they give because of Asabi ever, not because of Asabi you go make, you come, you go win. Now you need your history.
Okay.
The history.
Not because of
no. The first place, that is a whole committee set.
Okay.
We compare about 17 different institutions, including private and few government-owned and other state institutions. We don't want a institution where say you don't get a CV, or you not be do implementation of an amount of that nature to young people. Okay. You forbid somebody where your institution get a kind of history of discharging a responsibility of that nature. Okay. And no one can begin to visit possibly to the land of the job. You forbid somebody who will tell me, say, Commissioner, we have done this and that before. This was the outcome. Those are our challenges. But then if we do it this way, these are the stories we are going to get. And I'm going to ensure I bring that individual. We sit here. We now know the office address that Victor. We now know the institution address that the regional offices will submit them. And we now look at the capability of a staffing. Plus, we do more. We not monetary we go for do with them. But we go for ensure say our young people are going to be direct beneficiaries rather for them to be hoodwinked for any other thing. I promise you that.
Okay, Commissioner, what in success will look like in 2027 when this project comes to an end?
So because of we not go even once for the project end. That is the more reason why we have to overperform. Okay. Remember in the conversation I talk and say from the SSN to PSS NYE. And the World Bank don't tell you now say this $46 million for all of these institutions based from NACOM, Ministry of Youth, Freetown City Council, Ministry of Labour, Anti-Corruption Commission, NACSA, all of these, all the components inside this tier. Okay. We have component 3A. 3A is for youth household-led businesses. What that SME are telling about? You dey into business, you dey can start business. Then we get that $5 to $6 million. Now we money than they out of the 46. So all these institutions they get component there.
Una
component 3A.
We get 5
to 6 million.
Yeah, $6 million.
Okay.
Okay.
So $46 million not day to now.
So we know component 3A now get that money there. Now for that 8,000 young people across Sierra Leone. Okay. Like how I mean they say the bulletin that they do about like you have certain districts, for example, we have Bombali, I will tell you about the figure also 1,500, 1,000. Cannot name all of these because it varies based on the statistics way the population where we get. Okay. For Freetown, of course, you know, so always they get the lion's share, but we will just go for ensure saying it is going to be for Sierra Leoneans. And we are not going to take somebody who is coming from Port Loko to come and benefit from Western area. What is meant for Western area is going to be Western area. Your business must stay. Just like how they can go do due diligence check on the applied companies. The one that don't apply, say the one for let the money go to them. Let them do this disbursement. Let them do the vetting of these young people. Will they go back, will they pass behind them? Then addresses where you don't send to we say like the business ID places there, for example, where I don't can voices there, where you go don't put let's say when I apply, if I don't pass behind I get a team who will check will know first place on a document or don't give how many staff will get now. What's the qualification, what's the capability, we come back and go. So that shows we are committed. And one for C say someone will just come, they can give you a kind of address where that portfolio gets at hand.
One text I will make mention, Commissioner, I say if I will try for give opportunity to like somebody who they recover from drug abuse, like Kushu, somebody who they recover, but get business idea for na go include them into the.
Why not? That was the reason. When you do like how we they say, we not they give the money for let go back into drugs. We not they also give the support to them for make a do that kind of business. But for the mere fact the person is convincing, able to give very beautiful business idea to the committee who will go for camp form, that person is liable to get it. It's the money meant for Sierra Leoneans. It's the money meant for young people in Sierra Leone, where then they into small scale business. That is the reason we are calling it youth household led businesses.
When I get any form of like for mentor young business them.
Oh yes, in fact that very beautiful. That reminds me, I will leave that particular component. Because of we know say like I said the number go for Rash. For example, we will say we want for give to let's say 1,000 or 800 young people in the Western urban. Let's say for example we want to do that also. The service provider gets an opportunity for ensure say they do training because you know say we not get patients, young people, because we go can't and say you can go through training for 4 weeks. You go can't today, tomorrow not go one camp. Fine. What's up yesterday? We go there, we more of doing things as young people, some man and day. So we get them by the cow they have criteria where they go for campus where they don't say now my sister qualify or they on the verge of getting it. They train them a lot of things, bookkeeping, this, that, savings. They call the model. Wait, not just not to know they can't take home, but then just for let them know, let us see the commitment on the part of this. So I think it's going to be like the project document is in 3 to 4 weeks. We are going to take them through. And we are going to be very strict about it. We can't today, yesterday, we come. I not be where, I not be done. We are not going to take any excuse. That's the reason we are going to ensure we have more numbers than those who meet the set criteria. Now they don't go through all of the requirements. Then now they form part of the 8,000 across the country.
Okay. So it's not the hope for see at the end of the project.
Success. Success and a continuation of the project. Remember I tell you say World Bank do recruitment of separate staff them, different from whether the government they don't give job to the commission. There is a whole unit of the PSS NYE in all of these institutions where I call. You go to the Freetown City Council, they are there now. You have a team when the World Bank, the Senior World Bank, that project to World Bank with that money, now they staff them there, but they are answerable to the mayor of Freetown. So you come down to NACSA, it's the same thing. There is a whole directorate what they call social safety. Net directorate where we get with our senior director Idris Toure. when they head that particular project. You go to the Anti-Corruption Commission, it's the same thing. Ministry of Labour, then back get. Ministry of Youth, they get back that particular component. We back also, we get them. So if you look at them, they don't tell you now, say, if you not do this implementation well, me and that part number, that aspect of saying 46 days on a hand, if you not do them fine, and they give 100, you may wish for that project done 2027, you go back again, you give that application for a job. So when you're not sure of getting one, so let us all roll and ensure that we'll get it 100%. So and the money comes again.
So apart from the government institution that would implement this project, you get 8,000 Sierra Leoneans who are responsible after the project in 2027, this first phase they done, get responsibility for make the $1 million come inside.
Exactly. Not in fact the 8,000. I mean, Edgar get this part.
Okay.
The 8,000 is purely for NICOM. Now we have responsibility of getting 8,000. Okay. We get other agencies. For example, like I make reference to the Ministry of Labour. Ministry of Labour. Now they check, follow them up. They are currently in one of the districts in the provinces, where they dole out money to people aged above 60 years. Then we do the tracking. Then get the requirement to their sets. All the histories there now, where would go and make small. That storylines them. How the Freetown City Council will do waste management fine. How we back will ensure say, because the world back get their own requirement. Therefore, don't come inside this October. But fortunately, last week Wednesday, the doesn't tell you say, for one or two other reasons, the team, they have a mission. Where the mission can check on every 6 months. The mission is coming to Sierra Leone in December. And that December, they rate you satisfactory, moderately, so they have their own requirements. We will account that all to do so. We go for explain, give them. And they are following them because we seek their approval first before ever all the steps. Like now, I don't tell you deadline. And then now it's not like probably no schoolmate too, but don't go teach and go do. So go for cover 15 topics. You can't teach them or two, forget about the rest of the others. So here now tracking. I don't tell you now, say on the 10th and 11th we for the Kenema. So every week I get activity.
So it's a busy
process now onto the rolling out of the project. Every week, every month, has something to do with the project. Okay. So that timeline we don't give. You don't go for jumper, you go for go by. I don't make sure now saying inside this month of October coming, I go don't call the person say this is the person when in the bank they give this particular, then they go for award, this particular contract to for Sudan between and NICOM. For long we do this particular implementation of the PSS NYE for the 8,000 young persons. When I go for CNG now, and when I go for grant interview to our back again, when I ask what they can add on as expertise to the commission, for long we interpret what the project document they call for.
Okay. So now let's go to the preparation. How you work with you district office then for CC when I able forget this done properly?
As I speak now, I'm seated here at this 10 o'clock. All the regional coordinators are now in my office. Wow. They go to the call. We get a meeting where they can call them on. They call them. Then of course they have to come with their drivers and all the rest of it. They always keep them awake. If you follow we up where we go as strangers. Now the regional coordinator now take care of everything. We get the resources. We get them while they come in and do an invitation of in stakeholders and in region. We only go as bosses for do this the ceremonial aspect. Then the project specialists then at the commission they unveil the project itself to the young people and the other stakeholders, the media and other people. That is our function. We move to McKinney. It is the RC where they did now in booking hall, now in the organization, now in cater for we. So like everybody hands is on deck. Nobody, I don't tell and say this is a government business and this is a World Bank money and this is something we go for appeal to the youth of Sierra Leone. As a commission, we are working for them and we must be seen doing something. If there is this opportunity, let us grab it. So it's a message. You can, if you get anybody, come go yourself, fine. Call right now, say when I go back, when I go one National Youth Commission, when I go out and the deputy commissioner in office, because one of the biggest offices. The commissioner say it gets all the regional coordinators a meeting there on the later to the meeting there, but as we speak, this 10 o'clock they are supposed to be there. And they have come because the email reached me on Thursday. Where the acting SPO send the email because no email will go out if I don't know because of I need for the OFA. Like I'm sitting here now informed. I know the stomach on the fact because I am at the center of the facts.
Alright, continue for the program. The program is still a watch. Now Voices at 7 a.m. when they come to you live now. Voices Online TV Facebook page and we YouTube channel. We will continue the program, although we know better time again. The program will soon end. Not forget, if you get more questions, comments, drop them to the number 034-225-373. Even if we know able either now, we go find them, we will get on to you.
Okay. La Kamisa Fatima quick. Commissioner, talking about this project and we had hope for just from the commission 8,000 young people. Now this is a part of waiting the government thinks okay, low reduce the number of unemployment, and low empower young people for be self-resilient.
Yes, the government get for the entire country, the government get
yes,
and even they are the number of people with this institution that able for get for be engaged is part of the reduction of that number we are always talking about. You know, some people, when His Excellency they do a campaign, we talk about their issues and they just feel say that white collar job, all man they can't appoint. That is not the appoint. That is not what we're talking about here. Anything where it make you are engaged. They say an idle mind is devil's workshop. What engages you, what brings food on your table, what you do best that can make you a resourceful Sierra Leonean is part of the promise that we made. Then, real components, I make it very clear. Our own units is just that amount. But that amount, like you know, not a small number. So when you look at the entire projects from all of the other MDAs, you do the calculations and let us know that we're going to talk about millions of young people. You have thousands of young people who they therefore get into that kind of engagements. And that will also help you for lower the, like how you put on the unemployability of young people. And we are not only targeting those ones with formal education. There is a whole lot of other interventions for the one them way don't come out university, where they look out for job, where they go out for do some other things. You have the others where they into skills. You have the others where they intend for going to skills. These ones are purely for young people in small businesses or who intend entering into or having small businesses. So by the time you look at all of them various units them, like how we did in this country, we don't see the impact where sports don't bring to we. Especially in the sport where very clear. If that man you found will be sorry for you yesterday, sorry my brother. But the sporting area, you see the hundreds of young people who at least now are short of playing for their various clubs and they get something. That is part of employment. And they've taken it seriously. We have seen the gains that is making. So every area, let me start from our office there. Every area where they engage, everything, be it private, be it government, all MDAs across Sierra Leone, it's part of that aspect of lowering that number. And we are going to get there. This is not just the one them way. The other time you followed up when with the shave down money, everybody from Abacha Street, from Malamatomo, that place was crowded, noise upon noise and all the rest of it. But then they got it.
So I want to go try for like this trip for avoid that kind of crowded.
There is no way we are going to avoid it. That's why we are prepared for it already.
Okay.
There is
but the process will it be smooth?
No, the process is going to be very, very smooth. We're going to be at the chaos. That is part of our nature. And we need to get from them all. You know, then noise them. Then challenges there. Then make, okay, we before the Sonko, the crowd don't prepare for the Sonko already. Okay. Now that make we get anti-corruption day. Just them back again for look what. Then we can't begin telling say you give Fatima because Fatima to the open station there. That one is sure to come up. No, those ones are coming. So therefore, we get that belief day. Then you don't go tell me brother Oba and say, if I commissioner, now because of the day you go to radio, Fatima be the smart to and fine interview and fine. Now make you go down get so. You go down a report to anti-corruption. Anti-corruption will now come and look at them. That grievance redress method. We do in a way, you know, the hot and not the hot. Okay. You get the point, eh? Okay. Any other thing, because like we'll go back again and the problems will be engage them. A lot of other things that come up. That is the reason I've told my staff, I will follow anything. We get real ethics. Okay. Where anybody will go against, now automatic sacking.
Okay. So as a way for wrap up this conversation, whose word you will get for young people, especially when they come the implementation of this project is that?
The young people of Sierra Leone, this is an opportunity we will need for grab. The PSS NYE project day now. Other MDAs them, like I make reference to the Ministry of Labour and other institutions them, Freetown City Council, they don't have massive recruitment for ensure say those who they want for going to garbage clearing and all the drainages and all the rest of it, they don't employ them. We also again for una go for be we papa go for bless una with the 8,000 support go for give una there on the lookout. The process don't begin, they can't start now. We there on the verge of the recruitment of food and the possible to be the focal institution or individual. We got forget institution. We got for directly deal with una. We are going to follow up. We up on we activities them, and we will get ready and get prepared. Now begin for talk say you not go for duam or you begin forget the usual Sierra mentality. You want to like either politicize it because that is the more reason we always can tell young people. I can tell anybody, say anybody where you want for succeed, be you as a minister, be you as a commissioner, in the moment you begin for politicize the issues of young people, then you are going to be a failure automatically. Call on us, check on us. We will kill you possibly. So, sometimes we are happy with the noise. They can go park in my corridor, we go, you know, talk to myself. I am always fine. Sometimes they open the office, they don't enter. We don't able to map, you know, to me. Oh, Commissioner, let me go tomorrow. Go come here and say, all right, sir. This is something we are used to, and that is the reason why we want every other person way into small business or you intend for go into start up a small business. Look, be on the watch. The National Youth Commission is coming with the 8,000 support from the World Bank in the PSS NYE projects. Okay.
I want to say plenty thank you to you, Commissioner Ahmed Atata Masai Esquire, the Commissioner for the National Youth Commission Sierra Leone. He'll be there this morning for talk on the project we will start with the Productive Social Safety Net and Youth Employment Project. One for say plenty thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
And if you're a young person, you don't watch or you listen to this program, now for take advantage of the opportunity now by way how you will begin put yourself together and find something where you will present to the commission so that yourself will be transformed and be business somebody or your employer. Well, that's how we end the program for today. We say plenty thank you to the entire team. This Kote and don't make you they get we live where don't be camera operator this morning. We get Ras and Mohamed Denke where they don't be with technical operator them this morning. Plenty thank you to the producer Arnold Felix Elba and to the entire production team. Don't forget for watch we afternoon program when our lunchtime live where will come to you from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. and we news where they come up at exactly 7 p.m. So till tomorrow another edition of the program Voices at 7 a.m. they come back to you. Mina Fatima Sisi, they say tata.
And Mina Arnold Felix Elba, they say bye-bye.
Miss Salon people, una weko, una come north, south, east and west. This is the message from DOFA. That's the Dawantoni organization. They say for tell unu say Miss All is Gold Beauty Pageant Volume 4. That's the Mami Dem Beauty Contest. Go be October 12 this year. Na Freetown City Council all 4 o'clock Santem. This beauty contest go get sober and funny side attraction them. Can't see where them Mami they ready for show now waiting them get. Until you know say we cow all in Lebanon all. Tickets price na 100 millions ordinary. Patron na 250 millions. Donate beginner na 50 millions. No more VIP na by donation. The MC for this beauty contest na John Conte of Afri Money fame. So come, make people them north, south, east and west. Come back to you mama, you auntie, you granny, except you grand auntie with you great granny. As them don't set for give una the young catwalk. Dawantoni organization say all age not to sickness. Rush now and get you tickets. DOFA, Miss Old is Gold Beauty Pageant Volume 4. The stage where the aged makes the difference.